Oh, welcome. I hope you're feeling virtually not alone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if anybody's even listening or like these voices in the background. Makes them feel virtually not alone. Your host, General Griswold Gaius, member of the First Blood Regression Protocol and a member of the Fraternal Regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. On behalf of the Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency, I say hello! I see as with the film. We have some all-stars in the hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today. Hive mind today.
And now, this program is brought to you by
Glass TV on here. Why would we need a TV? A darn TV. Why on earth would you put a TV in here? A darn TV. Why on earth would you put a TV in here? Why would we need a TV? A darn TV. A darn TV. A darn TV. Why on earth would you put a TV in here? Why would we need a TV? Why on earth a darn TV? Why on earth would you put a TV in here?
All right, welcome, hey everybody, welcome. Before we get into anything, I have exciting news. As you should be familiar with by now, I often play Frederick Knudsen's work from his Down the Rabbit Hole channel with regards to the Mouse Utopia study. And Faith and Bigora, if he didn't drop a new 6-hour documentary on EVE Online. Jack of Spades is the casino card of the show. Here's a teaser trailer preview of that.
For over 20 years, the simulated world of New Eden has run in near perpetuity. While information about this world is readily available, much of it is indecipherable to the outside observer, replete with jargon and references meaningful only to those who have spent years in the community. On occasion, mainstream news outlets will write articles about the results of battles involving thousands of players and virtual assets valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars, massive exchanges in wars fought for arcane reasons between belligerents with convoluted backgrounds. People who spend their time in New Eden will begin to discuss their experiences in the game and their participation in historic events, but their gravity is often difficult to fathom for those without the same knowledge or experience. Others endeavor to chronicle particular aspects of its history, such as harrowing acts of subterfuge and its ever-shifting borders and alliances. Many who hear about this world agree
Hi, this is Paul. I know.
That's a short one. Okay, yes. Some people are going to need saves against that, myself included. That guy does great work. I hope he doesn't glow, but who knows? Oh no, the self-die is falling on the floor. Good day, Ups, Cassandra, Emily, Chad, Franco, Slack. Hey, Fleebus, good to see you. Chad, Chad, you're not. You're a winner, Chad. Always a winner. So I gotta pick up that die now.
There is no technical difference between thinking about yourself and being miserable.
Oh, don't fall into a cell phone, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your savings throws. You know how it goes. Against the mind control, survival, social, wisdom, or heart. You can have bonuses. You might have gotten a +7 for replying to the last live stream in the comments with your definition of humane. We've gotten a few, but not enough to do a stream about yet. But that is a +7 to this roll. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Cheers. Oh, survivalist on the self die, prime 17. Socialist, number of transformation 11. Lovers of wisdom, pair of 8s, making a 16. Heart folks chiming in with the socialist with a 11 again. And Indigo kids, just the 8 of you. Just the 8 of you. Welcome, everybody. This is the, what was it? What are we even doing? The Dating Eugene targeted Manosphere stream with special guest videos from that guy Homat, who's apparently in the Manosphere, they tell me. Meanwhile, we continue our with Wisconsin Death Grift. At the link in the top of the hive mind over there. Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. We are already at 33%. Of that goal. Oh, welcome. Where's Weinstein in the house? Good to see you. Very good. Okay. Yes. Oh, good. Chad's wife is doing well. That warms the cockles of my heart. The purpose, stop it. The purpose of this stream is related to the one little piece of the Constantine that was really worth highlighting over and over again, which I believe to be this.
So keep fighting for every young mind you can. It will be worth it.
Every young mind, you see, that's the problem. I don't really aim at the target demographic for a variety of reasons, like a resurrection song, but they are the targeted demographic. The breeding age male is the targeted demographic of what we are lovingly referring to as the manosphere, and we'll be doing an analysis of that later to try to rescue those young minds, but also from the arc. And I have to say, I must point out that this Alliance for Responsible Citizenry YouTube channel is a jackass that doesn't allow me to clip with the free poor person reaping tools. So we have to do it the hard way. The worthwhile bit is the 2 minutes that start at 7:33.
And in these,
And so here's that for you now.
three, you have the three strains of modern politics: the communist tendency, the fascist tendency, and the libertarian tendency. All three are posited on understanding, will, and power. Now, the problem is that this idea that the world is just made of stuff and all we need to do is understand, make, and get stuff it's a lie. And it's not just a lie, but it's a lie that has become manifest in one of the very reasons why we are having this conference today. When we hear pronouncements like we have lost our values, and because of that, the social fabric is fragmented, our societies are breaking apart. This is happening precisely at the moment when we have the most stuff. The refusal of people to have children, the mental health crisis, the loneliness, the despair, and the hopelessness is happening all precisely when, and to a large extent, because we have more stuff than any visible time in history that we can identify. So what's happening? The truth is that Democritus was wrong. Now let me translate this for you. What does it mean to lose your values? To lose what you value? It means to lose what is good. What does it mean to despair? But to be incapable of perceiving that which is good. And what does it mean to fragment, if not to forget why and how it is good to be together? To forget the reason why we're together in the first place. So I think we have to be careful. And as I see everybody talking about progress, and I hear what people talking about human flourishing, we have to be careful in.
I don't advise caution. It was supposed to stop at 9:33. According to Hanky Panky Swagstra, need more stuff from China. Budget Antichrist. That's not really a sentence. But if you do need more stuff from probably China, we have a store link where you can buy a shirt with Lobster Monkey Goose on it for the fallen version. That's good times. Remember. There is no agency. We want what's best. Now, when we do our fancy stream that we're doing, the Dating Eugene targeted Manosphere stream, we're going to be talking a little bit about Holman's new video, Be Yourself, which was enough for me to click on. And himself is, as represented in the video, is this little guy in the blue shirt with a bunch of question marks on his head. And what's happening here is if you refer back to his levels video, there's this part. No, where? Get there, find it. Keep going, quick. You're almost there. Oh God, you suck! It said you suck. And there's a brain part where he does a little brain drawing, right? He does a little brain, and it goes back, and it goes back, and it goes back, and that essentially is reciprocal thinking, right? But what happens in is this magical thing that we lovingly refer to as third lobing. So as I introduce myself and third lobe with this guy, just remember we're attacking the darkness.
The list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast Magic Missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile. Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
And so, in the fashion of introducing myself as a third lober, I dug up this gem for you all to enjoy with us again. For us all to enjoy together again.
Well, so you and I had a nice conversation a while back now, Grim, and you're doing some really funky stuff with your channel. What are you doing on YouTube? At least as long as they allow you here.
Well, true. Well, as everyone who's watched our previous conversation, you can search for on Paul's channel as like double bastard latchkey fella. My holy quest remains the
Oh shoot, where was I going with this? Attention.
I still owe the Blue Church a card, and I can't really play too much of Pastor Paul until I give it to them. It's a complicated thing I don't quite understand, but I know that is a rule by which I must abide. I must abide. So, quickly, then the blue church card of the show is the 10 of spades. That seems familiar.
No fur here. Sharks don't have fur.
Fella. What on Paul's channel is like double bastard latchkey, fella. My holy quest remains the same: to tear down the fourth wall. The black screen programming, they've hijacked the campfire circuit and been regularly scheduling programming everyone around me, and like I see like otherwise brilliant minds swept up in such trivial fighting and infight. I see through it, and I can't. It's Cassandra. I have a Cassandra complex, as they say it. And now I'm in the populace that's being swept up and dehumaned for our lack of obedience. And so I have to scream as loud and true as I can while I can. And part of which is training an army of lobster monkeys of the
Slime! What? It's a river of slime!
We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Just lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency.
And now, before we finally get to the dating Eugene and the targeted Manosphere portion of this stream, and before another reminder of the Wisconsin death grift, or thanks to the special Shadow Cabal of production executives, I'd like to share with you this thing that happened to me today, thanks to the influence of the hive mind that has joined the Broken Clock Tower Discord. Where this was left as in the meme dump. In the meme dump, they put this, and it has the arc generator, which immediately caught our relevance hierarchy or recently, whatever. We're primed for the arc thing thanks to recent current events, and so the salience landscape grabbed onto that. Immediately, it switches over to the arc fault detection time and then tripping time, at which time I'm reminded of. Stop it time.
Should be heading home. You could be on your own. You should just stop and think.
Damn it. Hey, stop it.
Who
You
is
gotta do
Jordan
this
Peterson?
first,
What is he?
then this, and then back over here, and then this.
Dr. Peterson, you appeared in one of my ayahuasca visions, and I asked her, who is Jordan Peterson? What is he doing? Which is something I'd really like to know as well. And she responded with crystalline clarity. Quote, he is here to invoke and initiate the divine masculine principle on earth at this time.
Now, I take exception, or there's a specific point that needs to be mentioned about that. But I've just begun enjoying this YT Reese's cup and can't tell you about it yet. So here, maybe a piece of this is appropriate.
Society, just movies and TV and parents and teachers. And they will tell you everything and the opposite of everything. They will tell you that it's all about looks and women don't care about looks, and that women want you to have money and women don't care about money, and it's all about being nice. And some guys just give up there and they just go back to like, I want a girlfriend and the world should give me a girlfriend, and they get no one owes you. But some guys try something and we just have to guess at what that is. And most of the time, whatever you guess and whatever you try, no one owes you for that either. But in my case, what I guessed was I'm going to work out and get muscles. And if you
Okay, this lovely anecdotal story he goes into there. That's yes. The tripping time made me remember the Black Sun song somehow. That was weird. I don't know what the association between tripping time and seeing the black sun is. Okay, and then but this part though.
And she responded with crystalline clarity. Quote, "Here, he is here to invoke and initiate the divine masculine principle on earth at this time."
I don't know what you guys know about invocation and initiation, but I tell you what, if it's been going on for more than 4 years, it's probably not that anymore. It's probably not that anymore.
Now what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody got a dime? I don't know.
This means that the individual's psyche is far from being safely synthesized. On the contrary, it threatens to fragment only too easily under the onslaught of unchecked emotions. While this situation is familiar to us from the studies of anthropologists, it is not so irrelevant to our own advanced civilization as it might seem. We too can become dissociated and lose our identity. We can be possessed and altered by moods or become unreasonable and unable to recall important facts about ourselves or others, so that people ask, "What the devil has gotten into you?" We talk about being able to control ourselves, but self-control is a rare and remarkable virtue.
I saw you toss the kites on high above the birds about the sky, and all around I heard you pass like lady skirts across the grass. Oh, wind a-blowing all day long. Oh, wind that sings so loud a song. I saw the different things you did, but always you yourself you hid. I felt you push, I heard you call, I could not see yourself at all. Oh, wind a-blowing all day long. Oh, wind that sings so loud a song. Oh, you that are so strong and cold to blow, where are you, young or old? Are you a beast, a field and tree, or just a stronger child than me? Oh, wind a-blowing all day long. Oh, wind that sings so loud a song.
Special thanks to Ups for the support for the cats, and special thanks to everyone who makes the branding, McMo, Chad, Upcycle, worth every penny to me as well, Chad. They're fabulous and very helpful for reasons. Now, I guess yes. Let's get to the targeted manosphere. Okay, guys, this is what this is how the people that are coming out are thinking. Is essentially what's nice about the whole math is he presents the Dating Eugene stream with Grim Grace. Hello, I see the assassins have failed. And okay, let's share this tab instead. Now, what he goes through in this new video starts at this want girlfriend thing, and yet what he gave us in the video the other day was this.
feeling the embarrassment? Well, I guess I'm worried that it's going to have some kind of a negative impact on me. What kind of negative impact would it have? Well, I guess maybe people would not like my channel or might say some bad things about me because I don't have more sophisticated graphic processes. Well, why would it be so bad if that happened? Well, then I might lose out on opportunities that I could otherwise have if I had better looking graphics. Well, how do you know you would lose out on those opportunities? That's a good question because so
There is
far
no technical difference between thinking about yourself and being miserable.
Don't fall in the self hole. Hey there. All right, there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Holman's new video problem of want GIF and use what he taught us over here in the levels video to see how it applies. Here's the part I think is right for that.
And then level 4 is if I was another person in my culture, how would I view my behavior? And then level 5 is another step back. If I was an alien or a stranger, how would I view my culture? This also enables you to view other cultures and sets of social norms. That's why it's global. It's the first time that you can go, oh, I get why they're like that, because they're from somewhere else. Level 5 has only really been around for a few hundred years, and it is basically where we get science and the assembly line and other forms of modern conveniences. Level 6 is where things get really fun. You might remember how it went for me. Level 5 is into objective observation, but level 6 recognizes the role of the perceiver. A different perceiver is going to equal a different perception. That brings in the fourth person perspective. So down at 1, you have me and my needs, the way I relate to others, and the way I get my way in my social situation, and then you take a
All right, so at this point, we would be here at him and his needs, right? At want girlfriend and what he do. What he do. Let's see if I can ride along like this. Well, to me, sir, your behavior looks as though you're... Oh, did I share that? Did I do that right? No, I didn't do that. Retake.
and my needs, the way I relate to others, and the way I get my way in my social situation. And then you take a step back. What does my behavior look to others around me? And what rules do we make about that? And then another step back. What would our set of rules look like to a different group of people? And then level 6, you step back again. And well, the way that you are looking is going to determine what it looks like. So when
This is where I think the just want girlfriend something like occurs. I think it's what is known as a category error. And the notes that have made it onto this card that probably won't get me killed say, how were you maimed and where do you come from? And that trip in time part was supposed to be an entry point into talking about the associative memetics, if I felt like it, but I don't. So, how were you maimed, and where do you come from? To which is the part I think that I can like you do this. Let's see, where was it? It's in the front, right? Let's see. Let's just play some more of your fabulous materials.
The girlfriend. So then we do that. We go, okay, I'll buy her flowers and give her compliments and pay a lot of attention to her. No one owes you for being nice. Okay, fair enough again, but confusing. So the answer that you gave us did not work. So then we have to go ask other guys who have girlfriends, like, how did you do that? And what they always say is, just be yourself. And it's like, okay, who was I being before? I don't remember being a different guy, but okay. And usually the guy is attractive, so he doesn't know where his results come from. So then we be ourselves for a while and...
Jose, so what's happening here? What's happening here, according to the level system, my friend, is you're way down here. No, not there. Further, not that far. There you are. You see this part where you're you. You're making your decision. You're setting your goal right at this level of want GF, and that's at this level. And your goal setting isn't at a higher level, and that's at one of the higher levels. The goals of dating becomes dating Eugene or bloodline genetics, and you see, because when you're they how are you maimed? How are you maimed? Okay, let's take as human American, at least history as we understand it, is the place was colonized and we had farmers everywhere and it was great, and then the telegraph came, and then the newspapers were there, and then the telegraph came, and all sorts of fancy stuff happened. But eventually we powers that be got a hold of Set, and a Set is a giant normalization and devising ray that shapes what is normal, and it like basically shifts the Overton window, because it replaces the church as the narrative generation of binding, and so where you're from and how were you maimed has resulted in your rough draft being clearly one where you don't consult your parents or your grandparents or your extended family, which makes me think that you've been circumcised down into an individual layer, like person self, because of where you're from, where you came from, and what Set has done and made of everybody through its manipulative powers, through which I try to give you folks mind control. And the dangers of that we'll get into right after just a little more beautiful brandings.
Now, what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody got a dime?
Don't worry, Mom. I know all about cannibalism. I saw it on TV.
See? It's okay. We saw it on the television.
Okay, I was trying to check in with the hive mind to see if there was anything worth that needs to be highlighted. How are you maimed? Very carefully and deliberately, with an eye. Oh my goodness, Mr. Fats in the hive mind. The nuclear family is a nuclear disaster. Yes, the family was nuked. The nuclear family wasn't a thing until the phrase nuclear family was normalized by the evil forces of Set. Good highlight there, Mr. Fats. Wow, I wish I had a clip of you to play in honor of your appearance. I guess this one will do.
Now, what'll that asshole think of next? Is anybody got a dime?
Holy smokes, we got McMo in the hive mind, and look at that, ladies and gentlemen, a CW Weeks appearance saying, "Are you going to ChadCon 2023?" Well, I am so glad you asked. It's almost as if like I paid you to, but I didn't.
Bing, bing, boom, boom, boom.
You see, this is we call it. We're calling it. Wait, that doesn't help. What if you do that one? Hey, there I am. What about game night? Here we go. Does this one? Hey, look. Okay, we're calling it the Wisconsin Death Grift. And the deal is, if we hit the goal, which is an amount we've reached 33% of already, amazingly, then yes, I will be going to ChadCon 2023, driving probably along this route because that's what we're budgeting for. And if I don't hit that goal of that amount of dollars, then I'll use the money for whatever I want. Sorry, Shadow Cabal. But no, to answer your question, and yes, the link specifically to donate to that cause is at the top of the Hive Mind chat as we speak. I've heard that the system we're using has a chat bot will update the goal live real time. I don't know. Let's where were we? I don't know, but we need more branding now. Whenever your live stream gets off track, try getting it back with this. Hello and welcome. This is the Dating Eugene targeted Manosphere stream of General Griswold Gaius Grimm of the First LARP Ingression Protocol, Sacred Order of Foolish Transparency, and member of the Fraternal Regiment embodying narcissistic sociopathy. Hello. I see the assassins have failed, and welcome. Today we are doing some third lobing with Homath, if you will, and while I've found the spot in this video that shows third lobing, I instead want to make sure you've all seen this part.
Radical inclusive.
Or like a part probably 30 seconds from here, but
They sound nice, but they do create a lot of clashing. People who are at level 7 tend to naturally recognize development without studying this chart or any of this.
Hold the phone, Batman. Do you see what the Kofi bot has just said about your Wisconsin death grift? We're at 97% of the goal? Oh dear. Oh dear, it might be that me and Chad are going to be in Chad's basement. Will I ever make it out alive? This is so exciting. Let me get it. Sorry. Back on track. Thank you.
Stuff it came from, and it's pretty fun to see. I asked one of my life coaching clients a question, and he said, well, a little while ago, I would have answered it like this. And before then,
That's totally not the damn part. God blast it. Let me, here. I hope whoever that was responsible for that generous donation enjoys this one. Well, it seems that branding is the appropriate one. We will be on the road, or my logoic integrity collapse will cause me to spiral into where you guys never see me again, and the assassins will have effectively won. But that's not going to happen. I'm going to go to your basement, Chad, thanks to the generous donation of someone, and the cap-off donation from Slacky. Someone made the big one. And then Slacky did that. Look at that. That's very exciting. Now, as if the stream will ever end, and we'll get to the part on time. Here's the part I wanted to make sure everybody thought. I think you know.
Over time. So at level 6, because we are all the same, everybody belongs wherever. But at level 7, since we know we all change over time, people belong where they fit the best. So for example, does this behavior fit here? If not, then it has to go where it belongs. And if it does, then we can all learn something new from it. That's why I called it Harmonize, because it's no longer about radical inclusiveness. It's about recognizing interrelated systems and how they are either synergistic or clashing. Radical relativism and radical inclusiveness, they sound nice, but they do create a lot of clashing. People who are at level 7 tend to naturally recognize development without studying this chart or any of the stuff it came from, and it's pretty fun to see. I asked one of my life coaching clients a question, and he said, well,
Dagnabbit. There's totally a part in there somewhere where it says he hardly ever meets level 7 people, yada, yada. And I'm like, well, then why the hell are you operating at this level 4 level when it comes to your life goals that you pursue for 24 years? And I can say this because I'm a cautionary tale. I got to the point where I was like 21 and I was like, man, I haven't even finished the girlfriend side quest yet. How can I go on with the career pursuit? And look what happened. So I warn you, sir, don't continue your level 4 thinking for 150 years until it's way too late to just be yourself. The thing I'm concerned when you're looking at I want a girlfriend and what is this dating pool I'm jumping into. Don't forget where you're from and how you were maimed. Okay, so let's go to oh, there's where you say level 9. That's probably where you do the part I wanted to show everybody. Here, let's slide back into that in a slow and relaxing way. No, it's on this video.
Being the show anymore. You're just watching yourself be. So when my mind is up here, it's like, okay, I'm seeing myself, seeing my history and where I came from and what I'm like and what I do, which is made of all this stuff, all the memories and habits from the lower levels. I'm watching myself, observing my emergence over time, interacting with the present moment. I know where I'm from and what that has made me.
You don't know it well enough where you're from if you're not understanding what Seth has done to circumcise you and make you feel isolated. And you wonder why a cult of Seth would want to make someone feel isolated. So you ask the most rudimentary tool you have available to you, and that is the Chat GPT 3.5 at this point. Thank you for the Shadow Cabal. What do cults look like when they're recruiting? Blah, 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 blah. Vulnerability. Cults often target individuals who are going through difficult periods in their lives, such as personal crisis, loneliness, or emotional turmoil. So, as such, if a cult wants to increase the number of recruits it has, and has a normalization ray, norma ray broadcast into every home through a black mirror, would it not therefore then benefit said cults to make you feel lonely and have a personal crisis and emotional turmoil? Would that not benefit said cult? People facing challenges may be more receptive to the promises of belonging, purpose, and support that the cults offer.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
What else? What else? What isolation? Cults may seek out individuals who are socially isolated or have limited support networks. By isolating recruits from their friends and family, cults can exert more control over their lives. What? Friends and family? What's family? Okay, so like those are the idiots that raised me that I want. If it like maybe my dad, maybe my mom, probably not both. Mostly set itself, mostly my relationship and the society part of just be yourself. This guy gets to right here. Most of that is set.
Try something, and we just have to guess at
Most of this before you.
And some guys just give up there and they just go back to like, I want a girlfriend and the world should give me a girlfriend, and they get no one owes you. But some guys try something and we just have to guess at what that is.
I'm like apparently terribly, terribly bad at finding the right part of that guy's videos. but so let's keep going through the cult thing just a little bit more, because you're apparently set has sculpted and primed a lot of you to be vulnerable to cultic influences, and why not I be one that teaches you defense against the dark arts a little. Perhaps that's a little idealist, Grim. Well, let's move on and see what the next thing a cult does. Cults often appeal to people's desire to make the world a better place or to find a higher purpose. They may promise to bring about social or spiritual change and recruit those who are idealistic and looking for a cause to support. Now, let me highlight again that this is the Chat GPT 3.5, so the fact that it completely drops the goal of what the cults look for when recruiting at number 4 and starts talking about the tactics cults use. Well, I'm sure that everyone in the hive mind was smart enough to see that change happen. Remember it.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Manipulative love bombing. Cults may use love bombing techniques, showering potential recruits with attention, affection, and praise. Shout out to Chad the alcoholic. My pastor's gonna go live, Grim. Ah, crap, I'm in a cult. That's right, Slack. Hanky Panky says many people will soon not know what family means. How dare you, says McMo. I'm not susceptible to cults. Just flotillas. Which one you like? Well, it was McMo who said it, so do this one.
Tell me that you've lived here your whole life. No, not yet. Are you married? No bad habit. No bad habit, eh? Well, what do you chew that tobacco for? For nothing. Nobody's fool enough to pay me for it. Well, tell me, how far is it to the next crossroads? Follow your nose and you'll come to it. Follow your nose, follow your nose and you'll
where are we at? Well, we're coming back. But what happened was, Cole. Should we refresh it? Yes, refresh it. Refresh it. Oh, it's gone now. It's gone now. When I first got there, it said you've achieved your goal. You've achieved your goal because I thought this was a great opportunity to teach you guys about the way cults can shift their goalposts and be like, I think we should probably get the car checked out before make sure it doesn't need an oil change or antifreeze up there. But our starting amount was, I don't know, 800, whatever they did. That was very nice. So now the goalpost has been shifted and is a goal again. We've restored the. No, but that's not true. Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. The start. You have to keep the starting amount the same, or that breaks. I don't. Okay, now we've shifted the goalpost, and we'll get back to learning what else cults do right after the. Oh, look at goal shifting kung fu. What do you do?
Bing, bing, boom, boom, boom.
And the new and fabulous one.
And now, this program is brought to you by
Last TV on here. Why would we need a TV? A darn TV. Why on earth would you put a TV in here? A darn TV. Why on earth would you put a TV in here? Why would we need a TV? A darn TV. A darn TV. A darn TV. Why on earth would you put a TV in here? Last TV on here. Why would we need a TV? Why on earth a darn TV? Why on earth would you put a TV in here?
Hello. I see the assassins have failed. But we're giving them an opportunity as I'm on the road. This flight path is not a flight path. You're on the road. Yes, thanks to the sponsor. Oh, no, we haven't met the goal. The goalposts have been moved. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're going. The car falls apart just because we didn't reach our secondary goal. It's completely fine. But what else do cults do, sir? So we did the manipulative love. Deceptive practices. Cults might present a different or sanitized image of their beliefs and practices during recruitment. They may not reveal their more extreme or controversial teachings until a recruit is deeply involved. Well, let me rest you assured, folks, that here, because of our idealism, and the inherent the canary protocol and the sacred order of foolish transparency idealismness protects us from those engaging in such deceptive practices. So you can rest assured that the slow indoctrination, we don't do the high pressure sales tactics. If anybody high pressure sales tactics you into our cult, you report them directly to me. Oh no! Wait, what is this one? What is this one? A charismatic leader? Many cults have a charismatic and persuasive leader who can be very compelling and convincing. The leader's charm and authority, ability to write narratives, is that what authority means in this context? Can play a significant role in recruitment. Manipulation of fear and guilt. Did you guys not contribute to my Wisconsin death trip? Did you not help me reach the secondary goal? And the car broke down and I froze to death on the side of Wisconsin? This is the Dating Eugene stream, but it was part of a Wisconsin grift, and there was a lot of that in it that took us off track. But the point is, this nice young man, apparently he's a young man, he takes a guess, he doesn't get a girl.
And then they said, it's your fault I cheated on you. You're being controlling. So when men say that.
Now, they ran around looking like this is a tell. A tell, sir. Look into that.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze. What we mean is this is what we're putting into this, and this is what we're getting back, and this.
Sally Jo Michelson Cooper told us long ago when we were first discussing the Fringe Nexus Cafe that the secret behind the swarm of frogs in our society today at the Kakamega end of the bottom of the staff of the Reign of Kings that Seshet monitors over. During that we're at that part, the reason we have this plague of frogs is related because there's no princesses to kiss them anymore. And because let's look at what happens. Like, just say we take a whole family, a family whole on, not a nuked family whole on, but a family whole on. You have like the grandfather and the grandmother who immigrate over or meet once they've immigrated over into the country, and then they make 4 to 8 babies, some of which die off. So say 4 of them survive, right? And now so each one has a brother, a sister, and then one more, plus 2 parents. And like as those people grow, they make this thing called the extended family of cousins and uncles and second cousins and anything that's a cousin you're not supposed to sleep with for genetic reasons. But that's a whole family, and maybe they live on a farm, so everybody works and eats together. And maybe there's all sorts of abuse because nobody's looking, and everyone's dealing with the fact that we're born into these bestial bodies that we have to be lotus blossom out into our fullness of adult potential. Oh, don't show them that shit. Welcome. I hope you're feeling virtually not alone. I'm Grim Grizz, and this is a stream.
Remember, there is no agency. We want what's best.
Oh, you got to turn that off. Yeah, they don't make it easy, pal. They don't make it easy. Now, so what happened was we had these family unit things, right? These bloodlines that were going, and the banks and the ownership and all of that made it hard, made it difficult to live on a farm, such that the targeted demographic of breeding age males would go to the city to make the job and get the jobs so they could send money back to the farm. But it turns out that a lot of the targeted men that were summoned to the cities had not yet eaten their lions. And once they got to the cities, they discovered
Slime! What? It's a river of slime!
And they were seduced into the individual pleasure and hedonism and forgot about their family back on the farm. And convinced those that were on a farm to come live in the city where it was better and safer. And as such, the land being held for generations was no longer, nobody wanted that land. Nobody wanted to go live on the farms. And so this is the nuking of the family down to, so it's like, what's the deal, right? Like the nuclear family, you go get a wife and you make babies, and then your kids leave off and don't care about you or put you in a nursing home. If you've raised them right, they do their own nuclear family and have very little to do with you. This is what Seth has done. This is the environment this fellow was growing up into, and that is what has resulted in this level of thinking.
And this. And then we try to just leave and go, okay, I'm going to go live in the woods by myself. And people go, what's wrong with you? Why don't you man up and try harder?
But thanks to us being weird-ass cyborgs, no longer really humans anymore, who have transitioned into this sort of thing, we can perform this function for each other live online as if we're telepathically in the same soup, sometimes on flotilla.
So why am I feeling the embarrassment? Well, I guess I'm worried that it's going to have some kind of a negative impact on me. What kind of negative impact would it have? Well, I guess maybe people would not like my channel, or
So in doing this little brain bouncing thing for each other, hey mate, leave it up. Do it like this. Doing this little brain bouncing thing for each other. The problem is you want a girlfriend when really you're shopping for the heir for your bloodline and or trying to get your own station of your family up by marrying well into a successfully whole family unit. The people who have individualized you via the set programming know very well who their family and extended family are. That they don't want you to is clear of their intent. And I hope that you guys can see that that's part of where you're from and how things are done where you're from and what we've lost in the fire. And I'm going to play a branding and check in with the hive mind now. This is the first question that I've recognized as the first communication in the hive mind by one naming himself Joseph Raymond Balance Jr. And the question he first poses, he makes his introductory comment into the hive, or introductory interaction into the hive mind. What is your mental illness? Well, welcome, Joseph. And I'll tell you, sir, those questions we only answer if they're in the form of a super chat. And I whatever that tells you about the illness is up for you to determine. Weinstein is still alive. Welcome to the Christian diaspora. There's too much diaper in diaspora. Yes, we're the soft friends. That's right. Hey, look, guys, it's Red Pill. How can men still be chasing these 3-0 foes? What's a 3-0? I don't know. Why do you make me say things I don't know that I feel guilty about saying afterwards? What's up with that? Oh, it's a calculator one. Oh, thanks, Chad. Thank you. Thanks for Hanky, everybody. See, we think together. I can't bear to. Please think for me. I can't bear to. I can't believe we've made the Wisconsin Death Grips Fund. That's so life shaking. I get to leave the house. Whoa, imagine that. But where were we? Oh yes, we were third lobing for the guy from Home Earth who's bragging about his recent success or just enjoying it in front of you, because thinking in front of people, third lobing really is the way to be a new maven for people who don't think so good. Where do you? Just watch. He'll say he has money. Just listen for it. Right.
Harder. And it's like the only thing I didn't absolutely crush was money. I crushed this. I crushed this. A bunch of other things. It's really just this for me. And I think that's over. TikTok and YouTube are really picking up. But I mean, I hope that puts it in context for you. I hope that they told me that this was it. They said, be nice.
But because of where you are from, you have a destroyed and amputated and circumcised they, and there are no princesses to kiss the frogs, and that's so. But thanks, Sally. She just recently, she's still alive. I would have played the video, but it's kind of sad. So, but we're glad you're alive, Sally. And yeah, so that's the targeted manosphere is the breeding age male, and the mind control specifically is been designed to isolate and individualize this. See, another part of the said programming, even before the birth control, was they brought the men into the cities and they said, "Oh, look at what all we seduce the men with. That it must be a man's world. Women, don't you wish you had everything they have?" La 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 la, so they convinced the mothers to not be mothers and to be men instead. And now it's gone like it's calculus. They divided it up, and now they take that piece to the limit. Like women wanting to be men, we just look how far we can spin that one before they break. You know. Oh, there was a thing. Where was it? Was the Dreamcatcher artwork ever explained? He's clearly referring to the Dreamcatcher of optimal grip here that we're currently using to eat lions. CW, we're stringing lions across it. It's not going as rapidly as I thought. We've only done envy, but that's it's in the process. In this beautiful, fabulous fall inversion, get the t-shirts and stuff at the links below. We are now beginning to stretch lions across the Dreamcatcher of optimal grip, and we will continue to do so. Unfortunately, the one we're working on is Wrath, and we don't know if we're going to survive working on it. So that's exciting. Thank you for making us all feel virtually not alone. That's all we're getting out of me today. Thank you so much for enabling the Wisconsin death trip. If anybody wants to assassinate me, somewhere between now and November 11th, I will be driving along this road, maybe, probably, wherever Google takes me. Just hack into the Google Maps and have it drive me to where you're going to shoot. Good luck. I'm going to roll my savings throws, though. So remember it. There is no agency. Live on, walk back. We're taking the train on out of here. Get yourself back on track. We live in interesting times. And there's enabler mentalities you probably need saves against too. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much. The train, this is the train. Misclick. Or was it? Was that a misclick?